Piano Lessons for Beginners with Anna Adamian. Lesson 3. Section B. Music Theory. Accidentals and enharmonic notes. The musical scale is equal-tempered. The main degrees of the scale, which are 7, in the raised or low state are called derivative degrees, 5 sounds. These are the black keys of the piano keyboard. Their names are formed from the unity of the accidental sign of the main key. Accidentals are signs used to raise or lower notes by half steps. Sharp, raise. Flat, lower. And natural, eliminates the change made by the sharp and flat. A sharp sign raises the pitch of a note a half step. When saying a sharp note's name, we say the letter name first and the sharp next. F sharp. When we write it on the music, the sharp sign comes first, a flat sign lowers the pitch of a note a half step. When saying a flat note's name, we say the letter name first and the flat next. B flat. When we write it on the music, the flat sign comes first. A natural sign cancels the effect of a flat or sharp. A natural is centered on the line or space it affects. Sharps, flats, and naturals are called accidental signs. Rules of accidentals. First, when accidentals are placed before a note, they are also applied to every repetition of that note for the rest of the bar. A natural sign cancels a sharp or flat within the same bar. If a note with an accidental is repeated an octave higher or lower, within the same bar, the accidental doesn't usually apply to this note, although some say it does. To clear up any misunderstanding, it's common to mark with another accidental any instance of that note with another flat or sharp sign, if the accidental carries over, or with a natural sign to indicate that it doesn't apply. Rule 2. A bar line also cancels an accidental. Once we go over the bar line into the next bar, these accidentals are wiped clean and the notes are back to the regular key signature. Accidentals with tied notes. When a note is tied across the bar line, its accidental carries across also. When the notes are tied, the accidental is kept for that note only, and the next note blade is back to the normal key signature, unless the accidental is repeated. In this example, the F natural is tied over the bar line, meaning the F on the first beat of the second bar is also an F natural. However, the F on the second beat, because it is not tied, is back to an F sharp. At the same time, the B flat in the first measure is held throughout that measure only, and the next time the B is played, it is back to being a B natural. In a musical piece, accidentals are placed next to the key, depending on the key signature, double accidentals. Some accidentals are called double accidentals. These are much rarer than regular accidentals. There are no double natural accidentals, but only double sharps and double flats. A double sharp is an accidental that raises a note by a whole step. A double flat is an accidental that lowers a note by a whole step. As you have noticed, every sharp has a corresponding flat. C sharp is the same note as D flat. D sharp is the same note as E flat. F sharp is the same note as G flat. G sharp is the same note as A flat. A sharp is the same note as B flat. E sharp is the same note as F natural. F flat is the same note as E natural. B sharp is the same note as C natural. C flat is the same note as B natural. This is called an enharmonic equivalent. Enharmonic notes share the same pitch and sound exactly the same when played on a piano, but they are written differently on the staff. Piano Lessons for Beginners with Anna Adamian. Follow the course to learn more.